All rise. Court is now in session. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the people of Scotland versus Macbeth. Are both sides ready?
Yes, we're ready, Your Honor.
Yes, the defense is ready, Your Honor.
Begin with your opening statement.
Your Honor, the defendant has been charged with murder in the first degree of King Duncan of Scotland. The morning after the crime was committed, forensic specialists investigated the Macbeth residence and recovered the bloody murder weapon with King Duncan's blood along with the fingerprints of Macbeth. In addition, Macbeth's skin cells were found in a bucket along with the blood of King Duncan. The evidence will prove that Macbeth is in fact guilty of murder in the first degree of King Duncan.
Your Honor, under the law, my client is innocent until proven guilty. During this trial, you will hear the truth, that my client Macbeth just discovered the corpse of King Duncan after Macduff had realized he had been murdered by his own gods. Macbeth avenged Duncan's death as appropriate, and after finding Duncan's body, Macbeth reported the crime and was fully cooperative with the proper authorities. With all given evidence, it is evident that my client is not guilty of murder in the first degree.
Peter may now call their first witness.
Your Honor, we would like to call Macduff to the stand.
Please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony you will give in court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Could you please state and spell your name?
My name is Macduff, spelled M-A-C-D-U-F-F.
Please be seated.
What is your occupation?
I'm the Thane of Fife.
What is your relation to the accused?
We are both colleagues, and we both worked for our King Duncan at the time.
Can you explain what happened the morning you found King Duncan's body?
King Duncan had told Lennox and I to come to his room early to wake him.
Who let you into Macbeth's castle?
The porter let us in.
From there, where did you go?
We went straight to King Duncan's room. I entered first and discovered King Duncan's dead body.
Can you explain who exactly we are?
Yes, sorry. It was me who entered first, then Macbeth and Lennox entered after.
Can you describe the first action Macbeth did upon entering the room?
He unsheathed his sword and killed the guards.
That's all, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to cross-examine?
No, there are no questions at this time, Your Honor.
The defense may now call a witness to the stand.
Yes, we would like to call Macbeth to the stand at this time, Your Honor. Please stand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may now be seated. Could you please state and spell your first name for the court?
My name is Macbeth, spelled M-A-C-B-E-T-H.
State your occupation for the court.
I am military leader, Thane of Cawdor and Glance.
What was your relationship with King Duncan?
He was my cousin and king before his passing.
Would you say you had a good relationship with them?
Yes, we got along very well.
What was the purpose of the party you hosted the night of Duncan's murder?
The party was to celebrate the victory in Scotland in the recent war.
In the war, were you willing to die for your king?
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
Sustained. The question is not relevant to the case.
You killed the guards.
I was provoked, as they seemed to have killed my king.
Was anything out of place in the morning?
No, everything seemed normal.
That's all, Your Honor.
Does the prosecution have any further questions for the defendant?
Your Honor, we would like to bring to the stand Exhibit A. What that is.
Yes, it's a standard issue dagger from the army.
And is it safe to say that a soldier would never willingly let someone hold their dagger?
Yes, that's safe to say.
So is it odd that you had the dagger from Duncan's guard?
No, I like to keep an eye on what my workers have.
But you must have touched the dagger recently.
I can't exactly recall.
We would like to call Exhibit B to the stand. Have you ever seen this before?
Yes, that's the bucket from my well.
And how might have King Duncan's blood got into it?
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be a little odd if the guards left the room to clean themselves but returned with bloody hands?
I guess that would be odd, but they were intoxicated.
Intoxicated enough to wash blood off their hands only to put more on?
I don't know.
That is all, Your Honor.
Defense may now present their closing statement.
Your Honor, under the law, my client is innocent until proven guilty. This case is simply an understanding of intentions. Macbeth was simply checking on his king when he came across his dead body. My client then avenged his king's death by killing Duncan's murders, then going to wash his blood-stained hands. But you might say, why was King Duncan's DNA found in the bucket? The two gods in their drunken state went to wash their hands, not realizing that the DNA would be traced back to them. The only reason Macbeth had not worried about the DNA being traced back to him is because all he did was an innocent action of defending his king and country's honor.
Prosecution may now present their closing statement.
The accused is in fact guilty of the murder in the first degree of King Duncan. We believe that King Duncan's guards weren't in fact the murderers. The fact that the blood was found in the bucket shows that the guards would have had to leave to wash their hands during the night, but they returned to the room and proceeded to put the blood on their hands again. Macbeth's fingerprints were found on the weapon, which means at some point close to the murder, Macbeth had held the murder weapon. With this evidence, we can show that Macbeth's story is highly improbable. He used his aggression to cover up killing the only two witnesses to his crime. We believe Macbeth should be sentenced to 25 years in prison for the murder of his king.
Based on the evidence, I believe that Macbeth is guilty of murder in the first degree of King Duncan. His actions have shown a lack of remorse and emotion for killing our courageous leader. You have embarrassed you and your country, and one day I hope you'll be able to find remorse in what you have done.